love these videos, man. I learned so much about Pokemon that I didn't know before. I'm really glad he does these videos. Like, I know this is stuff I could learn on my own by like reading the Pokedex and stuff, but I honestly just forget to read the Pokedex most of the time when I'm playing the game. I absolutely loved the newest Pokemon Battle Royale Ultra Beast Edition. These are some of my favorite videos on the internet. If you want to see my reaction to that video, make sure to check the description below or the playlist. It'll be at the end of the video. But right now, I'm going to react to the explanation by Lockstin Gnoggin. Let's go ahead and hop right into this and see what we think.
Hello, I'm Lockstin. I overanalyze and explain Pokemon lore, design, etymology, origins, etc. And I have once again
we love you for it.
Montage to create another Pokemon Battle Royale. This time with Ultra Beasts, which some say are not Pokemon, but like, they're wrong. Ultra Beasts are Pokemon. They are just Pokemon from Ultra Space, which is like regular space, except more so alternate dimensions, rather than just being from light years away like Deoxys, which is an alien proper. And actually, for more detailed explanations on the origins of the individual Ultra Beasts, like what they're based on and such, check out the videos around this one. That's what we've been doing on the channel lately. But hey, it's Royale.
I'll probably react to those videos as well eventually, because I would like to know more about the Ultra Beasts. They're super cool looking Pokemon, and they're super strong, actually, a lot of them. So I'd kind of like to know a little bit more about them, where they came from, and what's going on with them. So I'll probably check those videos out as well. But right now, let's get back to this one.
Let's get going.
Let's see what you got.
In Alola, because obviously,
of course,
we begin with a Space Odyssey reference. We tried putting in as many sci-fi movie tropes and references as we could in this. Hence, Poipole forming a crater and laughing like Stitch from Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Because it's cute. Oh yeah, and they're coming out of Beast Balls, because that's what you catch Ultra Beasts in. They have a much higher catch rate for Ultra Beasts than regular Pokeballs.
Beast Balls are sick, by the way. The coolest Pokeballs in the game. Beast Balls are absolutely the coolest Pokeballs in the game. I will not be taking any questions.
He has cut to the anime. Did you know that this is what Guzzlord sounds like in the Pokemon anime?
Nope.
My god.
I did not.
So this is what it sounds like here. Xurkitree is grouped because tree, and it heads for the power plant immediately. As according to its Pokedex entries and the anime, that's just what it do. It raids power plants to steal power. Buzzwole and Pheromosa are together because they very much often are. They are the same type after all, are exclusive to each version of the game, and in the trading card game have an unbroken bond. And when it comes to these battle royales, we always consider all sources. And besides, Pheromosa is known to use its pheromones to persuade and control those around it. She's the boss here. Hey look, it's an alien abducting a cow trope. Transformers are aliens too. And according to the Pokédex, Kartana's swords are capable of cutting anything. It was observed cutting down a gigantic steel tower with one stroke of its blade, so it easily chops trees. But here's a fun fact. We know Nihilego likes latching onto other people and Pokemon, sort of like a brain-sucking alien or a head crab. And yet, when it latches onto Naganadel, it doesn't work. Naganadel beats it off easily. Why?
Yes, why?
Well,
please tell us.
Because, fun fact, Naganadel's brain is not in its head. It's in its butt, which becomes more obvious when you remember it evolves from Poipole, and Poipole's head becomes Naganadel's stinger. Look, it's just Poipole upside down. But
Oh, I never caught that before, but I didn't pay that close of attention to these Pokemon, and I didn't use them that much, but that's pretty cool. That's a really good, nice little tidbit to throw in there.
Speaking of Poipole, it's a playful little guy. Here it is messing with Stakataka, who doesn't want to be touched, and is able to move its bricks freely to avoid that. Stakataka also doesn't like others being on top of it, so it traps Poipole inside of it after it sits, giving us a triple reference to the Trash Compactor Star Wars scene, Doctor Who Dalek screams, and the iconic alien mouth bit. However, after crushing Poipole, it cannot move. Why? Well, Poipole and Naganadel are, in short, super glue alien bees, and also a dragon. They shoot and are thus filled with incredibly sticky glue.
I didn't know that. I've never read that Pokedex entry before. That's cool. I love these videos, man. I learned so much about Pokemon that I didn't know before. I'm really glad he does these videos. Like, I know this is stuff I could learn on my own by like reading the Pokedex and stuff, but I honestly just forget to read the Pokedex most of the time when I'm playing the game.
Who is known to voraciously munch on buildings or anything. It can
just picks up buildings and
claws
noms them.
In the anime, Xurkitree and
big meaty claws.
Cephalon have a bit of a rivalry. They both put on light shows after all. Xurkitree lights up and references Close Encounters aliens. And this huge light show distracts the bugs because bugs love lamps, but this leaves Pheromosa open to a Nihilego attack, which of course then turns into a Lusamine reference. After all, Lusamine bases herself on the style of Pheromosa.
So gross looking.
Still, Nihilego is no match for Buzzwole's strength, heroism, and concern for
I
their
love
friend.
Buzzwole.
However, according to the Pokédex, Pheromosa hates being touched more than anything. So it runs with its overwhelming speed, forming an alien crop circle in the process. Buzz will drink some protein to become a jerk, but then the arms pop, turning it into Small Might before being defeated. Spontaneous Celesteela fun fact. Celesteela is a bamboo rocket ship, and according to the
Bamboo? I didn't know it was made out of bamboo. Man, you can see it now though. Never noticed that before.
Have seen it burn down a forest by expelling gas from its 2 arms. However, it's also been seen lifting off without damaging any plants at all, so I guess it's a choice thing. Either way, it wants to go to space. It's a space rocket, space core, of course. It begins lifting off, and the destructive blast is approaching the power plant, so Blacephalon hides in a storm drain as it's partially inspired by Pennywise the alien clown. But Circuitry is plugged into both the power plant and the ground, as it do, absorbing energy from the earth itself, so it's unable to escape. Being bamboo makes Celesteela the perfect target for Kartana, whose name partially
makes
pulls
perfect
from
sense.
Katana, the samurai sword, hence also its origami samurai-like appearance. Samurai
I like
famously
Kartana. I think
trained their
Kartana's
sword
really cool.
slices on bamboo targets, so really, Kartana has...
Bro, that's such a good reference. Samurai sword, they train on bamboo targets. It's gonna chop the bamboo. That's so smart and creative. Man, you're just so witty.
choice but to aim for Celesteela now that it's visible. But what's it saying? Well, in the anime, Kartana is actually fully capable of human speech, but only in reverse.
Worthless object, again I cut.
So it does so.
Interesting.
With Sam's lines from Metal Gear Rising.
Mind if I got in?
It slices through Celesteela with ease, who careens into space
Bro, these videos are genius.
Among Us style and crashes into the moon. Nihilego is now cracked, as its body is like glass, and it's tempted over by Blacephalon, Pennywise style. After all, Nihilego's Pokedex entries mentions that it acts a bit like a little girl. Pennywise likes little children, and so does Blacephalon according to its lore. Nihilego tries to latch onto its head.
Yikes. Don't like
But
that.
meets its demise in the process. You see, Blacephalon is able to explode its own head and regrow it rapidly, as seen here, and being popped like a balloon by Naganadell's stinger, though perhaps its shoulders being superglued shut would prevent that, and after all, Naganadel hates its stingers being touched, and Blacephalon just smacked it! So it turns Blacephalon into Guzzlord food. Appreciating the easy meal, Guzzlord and Naganadel team up. Why? Well, the tag team gimmick in the Pokemon card game at the time, of course. Naganadel and
Cool.
Guzzlord have an unbreakable bond. 2 alien dragon abominations being bros. Meanwhile, the very clean Kartana the Samurai falls for the pheromone-enhanced beauty of Theramosa, and they team up for the final showdown, 2v2. But all it takes to reduce Pheromosa's most powerful trait, its speed, to nothing, is a single superglue shot.
Yeah.
Kartana tries to
Makes
help the only
sense.
way it can.
Nailed it.
It has swords for arms. This is all it knows.
Oh,
Alas,
bye.
It too is then grabbed by Guzzlord. But Kartana can cut through anything, remember. Guzzlord also supposedly has a black hole-like inside. It eats and eats and eats and never leaves droppings. And it uses this to suck up Kartana, and also Naganadel accidentally. But again, Kartana can cut through anything. Final showdown time, ranged superglue versus tiny paper sword. Kartana is a very small target. In fact, it's tied with some others as the 3rd smallest
Yeah, it's
Pokemon,
tiny.
and it's tied for first as the lightest. But then, according to its official description, Naganadel can easily hit a target with its glue shot from over 6 miles away.
Dang.
So it of course gets a few
That's
hits
some
in on
accuracy.
Kartana, who still manages to reach Naganadel for a slice, but it has taken enough damage that it doesn't survive the recoil. The winner is Naganadel.
Barely.
But only barely. So
Yeah.
why? And what else did we consider? Well, first off, it should be noted that in the lore, Guzzlord is the big bad Ultra Beast, the most devastatingly destructive, the most powerful of all. So it needed to last late into the battle,
Of
but
course.
not win, because funnily enough, it is one of the worst competitively.
Yes.
There's a huge gap
It's
between
trash.
lore and gameplay mechanics here. And we're of course considering everything. Like, the reason Poipole was the first fatality is easy. It is the weakest by a long shot.
Absolutely.
In every sense of the word. I mean, it's the
'Cause it's a
only
pre-evolution.
unevolved one. And when it evolves, Naganadel actually has the lowest stat total of all of the Ultra Beasts. Only 540 compared to every
But it's got a
other
good
Ultra
stat
Beast.
spread. It has good speed and special attack. Look at that, 127, 121. Like, these stats are terrible, obviously. Guzzlord, it's literally just a big ball of HP. Blacephalon is like, meh. Stack attack is good, especially in Trick Room. It's very, very tanky. Buzzwole is pretty good, but it's really slow. Pheromosa is paper. If it was any more defensively inclined, it would probably be really good. It's so fast. Kartana is probably the best one competitively, and it's really not close.
Why did it win then? Well, because stat total isn't everything. Naganadell's stat distribution, along with the moves it learns, puts it near or at the top of every tier list in the online competitive scene, compared to other Ultra Beasts, of course. In fact, it and Pheromosa are both in Uber tier in Smogon, hence also Pheromosa lasting so long. Then also, more recently, while still rare, Kartana is the only Ultra Beast that lasted quite a while in VGC. It's very competitive and strong against physical sweepers, you see.
It was really good in VGC recently in Sword and Shield whenever you needed a grass type to threaten Kyogre. It was actually really good. It was one of your like 2 choices. It was like that, Rillaboom, or Regieleki.
Being able to supposedly cut through anything,
those are like your choices for dealing with Kyogre.
A very strong contender right away. But the accuracy of Naganadel cannot be matched. And
Bro, I wonder if they're going to do a mythical one. Have they already done a mythical one? I don't think so. They did a legendary one. A mythical one would be cool because they just added them to VGC for the last season. That would be sick if they did a mythical one.
In an animated setting like this, super glue attacks are very powerful.
Yeah.
Being able to attach anything to anything or stop motion altogether is almost an instant win strategy, especially when paired with being able to fly, which is a huge advantage in a battle royale setting. Oh,
True.
You're fast? Blam! With my perfectly accurate shot, now you can't move at all. Oh, you're a bunch of agile bricks? Blam.
Yeah, I think if you could hit something from 6 miles away while flying in an actual battle royale, you would win, for sure.
Now you're solid and immobile. Oh, you can regenerate your weapon head from the hole in your shoulders. Blam, now it's sealed. Heck, if it wanted to, it could probably superglue Guzzlord's mouth shut. Now what's it gonna do? It didn't need to, though, because they are friends. And being friends with the lore-wise, most powerful and deadly Ultra Beast? Yeah, that's a pretty big advantage in a battle royale too. And then consider the trading card game back when these guys were relevant. One of the 4 championship decks from 2018 uses Kartana GX to pretty decent effect, and in 2019, one of the 4 uses Naganadel, but another is based around it and Blacephalon. It uses 5 whole Naganadel, and
Holy
so,
smokes.
no matter how you slice it, Naganadel is near or even at the top of the tier list in every Ultra Beast
I agree. I
category.
agree with the decision, for
So
sure.
cool and powerful that even Ash got one in the anime, and that's why it wins this battle royale. But what the heck is it based on? What are any of the Ultra Beasts?
All right, I agree with that winner. Let me know whether you guys agree or disagree down in the comments below. Who do you think should have won? Who do you think should have lost? Who do you think should have maybe been in this video that wasn't? That lasted a little bit longer? Is there something that died pretty soon that you disagree with that should have lasted a little longer? I don't know. Let me know in the comments, guys. If you enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up the video. That always helps. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.